This is a story of courage. It has no end because courage has no end. It is the story of a man made famous by war, yet for whom the war was only an episode in a greater victory. Fought for and won in silence and pain. The victory of a man's own spirit, creating strength and hope out of disaster.
And World War II is the setting for our afternoon film tomorrow at 5 o'clock. An Englishman, an American and an Irishman all joined the Welsh Guards, but despite being the odd men out, they were not divided.
The 24th Olympiad starts this Friday live on Channel 4 with the opening ceremony heralding the most prestigious sporting event in the world, and you need not miss a moment. Every night, Channel 4 will bring you 10 hours live from Seoul, and each day ITV will review and preview the highlights. Be part of a winning team when the 1988 Summer Olympics start at 11:15 this Friday night, continuing round the clock on Channel 4 and ITV.
Olympian ideals next on 4 as the 15 battle to become the 1.
With something this natural, would you add artificial colouring? Neither would we. Simple, not perfumed, not coloured, just kind.
These British have got it made.
Yeah?
Yeah, with Pan Am's US Superprice introductory fares, they can fly to New York from just £199 return and enjoy other great fares to the USA.
You know they drive on the other side in Britain?
Really? How'd they reach the steering wheel?
See your travel agent about Pan Am's US super prices to the USA.
This Week in Woman. Just look what hormones have done for Ivy. Find out what happens when you want to be a model. It's all in woman. Fortune tellers, we test the best. Knit the fun sweater we're asked for most. There's our fabulous free conditioner.
And there's me on marriage.
Rodney, when you said you'd take me out for a drink, this isn't quite what I expected.
Take the Pepsi challenge and let your taste decide.
Everyday washing, blow drying, styling and brushing punish your hair. Once a week, you need VO5 hot oil to thoroughly and effectively condition. It actually penetrates hair to keep it looking its best. VO5 hot oil. For daily damage, get the weekly repair.
A hot summer afternoon in West Wales. Picnics, cold drinks, the hum of insects, the smell of cut grass and cow parsley. What better way to spend it than at the Village Show? A new series of Village Show opens in Aberystwyth this Friday at 9:30 on Channel 4.
Well, on 4 now, it's time to join William G. Stewart in the semicircle for another round of 15 to 1.
Dave Rolfe from Fareham, Enid Crispin from Southport, Jeanette Meekan from Duns in Berwickshire, Bob House from Tufnell Park, Michael Ellison from Harrogate, Hazel Gordon from Mill Hill, Hazel Smith from Addingham in West Yorkshire, Mike Davenport from Oldham, Barry Cawthorne from Barnsley in South Yorkshire, Alan Booth from Evesham, Aileen Stone from Budley Salterton, Douglas Johnston from Northwich in Cheshire, David Harrison from Addingham, Rosemary Rabson from Ike in Suffolk, and Angela Walker from Kenton in Middlesex are all here to play 15 to 1, introduced by William G. Stewart.
Thank you, thank you. Well, hello. Of the 3 winners from the last series we've seen so far, Lynn Ashcroft went out in the first round, Peter Knott got to the final but didn't quite make it all the way, but on Monday of this week, Patrick Wells won for the second time with a score of 120. Today's previous winner is Enid Crispin, a nurse from Southport, who is at position number 2. So, if you are ready, ladies and gentlemen, we'll start today and see how we can go, and we're going to start with Dave from Hampshire. Dave, just a resume of how we play round 1. You each face 2 questions. I need 1 correct answer for you to survive. Remember, the first incorrect answer will cost you 1 life, ladies and gentlemen. It's the second incorrect answer that does the damage. It's 2 lives, and down you sit. Are you ready, Dave? Here we go. Which stretch of water separates mainland Italy from Sicily?
Aegean Sea.
The Straits of Messina. You've lost 1 life. Enid, in the concert hall, what is a Steinway or a Bechstein?
A piano.
A grand piano. Jeanette, specifically, a mugger is a species of which creature?
The toad.
A crocodile. Bob, to which island was Napoleon exiled from 1814 to 1815?
Elba.
Yes. Michael, what is a pantechnicon?
It's a removal van.
Yes, a large lorry. Hazel, in which London park will you find Apsley House and the Ladies' Mile?
Hyde Park.
Yes, just. Hazel, who wrote about Mallory Towers School and the O'Sullivan twins at St Clair's?
Enid Blyton.
Yes. Mike, the first one to appear in the Times newspaper did so on February 1st, 1930. What?
Crossword.
Yes. Barry, what is the area of the Atlantic Ocean called where ships and planes are alleged to have mysteriously disappeared?
Bermuda Triangle.
Yes. Alan, what in the human body is the trachea?
It's the throat.
No, it's not. It's the windpipe. Aileen, in the field of radio, what does UHF mean? Ultra high frequency. Douglas, in which century were the Wars of the Roses fought in England?
16th century.
15th. It was 1455 to 85. David, exactly please, in construction, what do the initials RSJ stand for?
Roll steel joist.
Yes. Rosemary, which group of islands between Iceland and the Shetlands form a self-governing part of Denmark?
Faroes.
Yes, Rosemary. Angela, which politician appeared on Tracy Ullman's video, My Guy's Mad at Me?
Don't know.
Neil Kinnock. David, your second question in round 1, and you need it to survive. Are you ready? Scota and Merganser are both varieties of what?
Cheese.
Wild ducks. You have to sit down. You're safe, Enid, but it would be nice to have 3 lives into round 2. What is a person called who does not eat nor use any animal product whatsoever?
A vegan.
It is. Jeanette, you need this one. He abdicated in 1952 and said as he left, it isn't easy, you know, to govern. Which king and which country? Farouk and Egypt. You have to sit down. Bob, what is a tachograph?
It's the thing they use in lorries to measure the distance and the speed
Yes,
of
and
travel.
speed. Yes, you survive. Michael, in what part of the human body are the tibia and the fibula bones?
The arm.
In the legs. A life has gone, but you survive. Hazel, all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. Who wrote that in which book?
George Orwell. Animal Farm.
Yes! Whew. Hazel, to which country does the adjective Hellenic apply?
Greece.
Mike, who is the present Home Secretary?
Hurd.
Douglas Hurd. Barry, the New Quay Classic held in May of this year was an event in which sport?
Horse racing.
Surfing. Alan, how many universities are there in Scotland?
5.
8. You have to sit down. Aileen, which 18th century London building was designed by Sir John Soane and rebuilt in the 20th century by Sir Herbert Baker?
The National Gallery.
No, the Bank of England. You have to sit down. Douglas, you need this one. Which Englishman, one of a pair of famous footballing brothers, managed the Irish football team in the 1988 European Cup?
Jack Charlton.
Yes, you're safe. David, Cape Byron is the most easterly point of which country?
Australia.
Yes, Rosemary. Exactly, please. What British organisation has the initials NCCL?
National Council for Civil Liberties.
Yes, and the last question in round 1, Angela, and you need this one to survive. Which country has the international car registration CH?
Switzerland.
Yes. Well, 4 down, 11 to go. Anthony, please.
Those 4 are Dave Rolfe from Fareham, Jeanette Meehan from Duns in Berwickshire, Alan Booth from Evesham, and Aileen Stone from Budley Salterton.
Enid, you know how to play round 2. You face the first question from the top of the pack. An incorrect answer will cost you a life, and I'll move on to Bob. Give me a correct answer, and we can start nominating around the rest of the contestants. Are you ready? Which everyday domestic item was first manufactured by American Walter Hunt in 1849?
The zip fastener?
No, the safety pin, nearly. Bob, on the 15th of June, 1887, Carlisle D. Graham went over what in a 7-foot barrel and survived?
Niagara Falls.
A number, please, Bob.
9.
Number 9. Barry, motorcycles under what capacity are not allowed to use British motorways?
50cc.
A number, please, Barry.
Number 12.
Douglas, the 2 most expensive British national newspapers each cost 50p. Name one.
The Times.
The Sunday Times, I wanted, or the Observer. Barry, another number, please.
Number 15.
Angela, in broadcasting, what are Mercia, Mercury and Metro?
Regional areas.
No, they're not. They're independent local radio stations. Another number, please, Barry.
Number 5.
Michael, who is the well-known uncle of Huey, Dewey and Louis? Donald Duck. Barry, please.
Number 12 again.
Number 12 again. Douglas, what name is given to the pastoral staff carried by Christian bishops?
Crozier.
Yes, or crook. A number, please, Douglas.
Number 2.
Number 2. Enid, what are the initials of the Dutch national airline?
KLM.
A number, please, Enid.
15.
15. Angela, if something happens or something occurs diurnally, when does it happen?
Every day.
During the daytime, yes, as opposed to nocturnally. A number, please.
9.
Number 9. Barry, who in fiction thought, what is the use of a book without pictures or conversations?
Oscar Wilde.
Alice in Alice in Wonderland. A number, please, Angela.
7.
Hazel, which British patron saint's day is March the 1st?
St. Patrick.
St. David. St. Patrick, I think, is March 17th. Yes. Number, please.
13.
13. David, what did Sir Donald Coleman Bailey invent, which was of great military value in the Second World War?
The Bailey Bridge.
A number, please, David.
Number 4.
Bob, which game is featured in the film The Hustler?
Poker.
No. Pool. Another number, please.
5.
Number 5. Michael, who was the Premier of China from 1949 to 76?
Mao Zedong.
No, Chu Enlai. You have to sit down. A number, please.
Number 6.
Number 6. Hazel, what relation to Lord Baden-Powell, founder of the Boy Scout movement, was the lady who became the first commissioner of the Girl Guide movement in 1910?
His wife.
His sister, Agnes. Another number, please.
Number 7.
Number 7. Hazel, which unit of measurement or distance derives its name from the Latin for 1,000?
Mile.
Yes. Another number, please.
9.
Number 9. Barry, for which Roman Catholic ritual was the bell, book and candle ceremony used?
Excommunication.
A number, please, Barry.
15.
Angela, in which European city is the headquarters of the international police organisation Interpol?
Paris.
A number, please, Angela.
6.
Hazel, the French call it the Pas de Calais. What do we call it?
The English Channel.
No, the Straits of Dover. One life gone, one left. Another number, please, Angela.
12.
Number 12. Douglas, Mancunium was the Roman name for which English city?
Manchester.
A number, please.
Number 8.
Mike, Cory Aquino is the president of which country?
The Philippines.
A number, please.
4.
Bob, Reuters, TASS and AFP are all what?
News agencies.
Yes, or press agencies. A number, please.
9.
Barry, optics is the study and use of what?
Lenses and eyes.
Yes, it's light and vision that comes under it. A number, please?
Number 6.
Number 6, Hazel. In which Commonwealth country, apart from England, does a London stand on the Thames River and is in the county seat of Middlesex? You were going to say Canada, but it was too late. You have to sit down. Barry, please, a number.
Number 12, please.
Douglas, who was the President of the Confederate States of America? Jefferson Davis. You have to sit down. Another number, please.
Number 13.
David, ownership of Mute Swans on the Thames is divided between the Vintners and Dyers livery companies and who else?
The Queen.
Yes, a number, please.
14.
Rosemary, which religious movement was founded by Mary Baker Eddy in the second half of the 19th century?
The Christian Scientists.
Yes, Rosemary, a number, please.
2.
Enid. In 1879, a company of 139 men won 8 Victoria Crosses and 9 Distinguished Conduct Medals for holding off an estimated 4,000 Zulus. Where in South Africa?
In the Boer War. Oh, I want the place.
I want the place.
Rorke's Drift.
Yes. A number, please.
15.
Angela, which gas is named after Ben Carson and Roger Staunton, who synthesised it in 1928?
Neon.
No, CS gas. That's their initials, Carson and Staunton. You have to sit down. Enid, please.
7, please.
Hazel. In 1688, the Prince of Orange was invited to take the English throne. Which King of England did he become?
William.
Which
the
one?
3rd.
Yes. A number, please.
9.
Barry. In the field of education in America, exactly, please, what does MIT stand for?
No idea.
Massachusetts Institute of Technology. You have to sit down. Hazel, please.
4, please.
Bob, according to the music hall song, who flies through the air with the greatest of ease?
Mary Poppins.
No, the daring young man on the flying trapeze. I jolly nearly sang it for you. I got so carried away. Another number, please, Hazel.
4.
4 again, Bob. Which motorway connects London and Cambridge?
The M12.
M11. You have to sit down. Hazel, please.
13.
13. David, which saint was the mother of the Virgin Mary?
St. Teresa.
St. Anne. You one life gone. Hazel, please.
8.
Mike, in which year did Rudolf Hess fly to Scotland to seek a deal with the British?
43.
41. Hazel, please.
2.
Enid, for what reason was Dartmoor Prison initially built?
It was built to house French prisoners.
It was indeed. Napoleonic Wars. A number, please.
8, please.
Mike, to be sure of an absolute majority in the present Parliament, what is the minimum number of seats a party must have?
306, no. 301.
326. A number, please, Enid.
7, please.
Hazel, which country was politically joined to England by the Act of Union of 1535?
Scotland.
Wales. A number, please, Enid.
8, please.
8. Mike, what is the name of the comic strip character drawn by Reg Smythe, who first appeared in the Manchester edition of the Daily Mirror in August 1957?
Handicap.
A number, please, Mike.
13.
13. David, H2SO4 is the chemical formula for what?
Sulfuric acid.
A number, please, David.
7.
Hazel, which founder of an American university has a chapel named after him in Southwark Cathedral where he was baptized?
No idea.
John Harvard of Harvard University. David, there are 4 of you left. I only want 3 for the final, please.
8.
Mike, which railway links Moscow with Vladivostok? The Trans-Siberian Railroad. You know the score. 12 down, 3 to go. And after this short break, Enid Crispin, David Harrison and Rosemary Rabson will be joining me here for the final. Don't go away. We'll see you then.
Now here's a cereal you haven't seen before. Kellogg's
Raisin Splitz.
There's raisin in the middle.
Kellogg's Raisin Splitz.
It's the perfect combination.
Whole wheat, great tasting raisin.
All wrapped up
in a perfect square.
It's really unexpected.
unexpected. To find it, though...
There's raisin in the middle.
Kellogg's Raisin Splitz.
Raisin in the middle.
You're gonna like it there.
Raisin in the middle.
New Kellogg's Raisin Splitz.
The golden boy of British athletics. And no wonder he's brassed off. I'd hate to be stuck in such a dismal photograph. And this one's not much better. Oh, somebody shot the photographer. Well, use Duff film and you get a Duff photo. So you go for gold, don't you? Kodacolour Gold. You can walk to the shops, you know, lads. And even if you're losing the light, you can still get a winner like this. Hey, I thought I won. Oh, absolutely, Steve. Just keep it in place. Like it?
Kodak. We have the technology.
A firm, delicious taste that slowly melts is all you need to be in Clover.
Have you noticed how more people are flying Aer Lingus these days? Is it because we fly to Ireland more times a day from Heathrow, Gatwick and Stansted than any other airline? Is it because we offer a range of low fares from as little as £57 return? Or is it because no other airline in the world knows how to make you feel more at home?
Thank you. You're welcome.
See brochure for fare details.
When you DIY to do, Payless will see you through. Payless for DIY.
In Woman's Own, they wobbled and won. How the superstars got slim. She was kidnapped and kept in a box for 7 years. What Fergie's friends are saying, plus free coffee.
With a whole range of top-name products, you can buy now and pay in February when you shop Electric at your electricity board shop.
The three surviving contestants in today's 15-to-1 final are Enid Crispin, who works for the Winged Fellowship Trust to organise holidays for people with all kinds of disabilities and comes from Southport. David Harrison, who is the licensee of a 300-year-old public house in the beautiful Wharfe Valley at Addingham in West Yorkshire, and Rosemary Rabson, who writes English language teaching texts and stories for children and comes from Ike in Suffolk.
Welcome back. You each start the final with 3 lives intact. As before, incorrect answers will cost you those lives one at a time. A correct answer in the final will earn you 10 points. We start on the buzzer. First to answer gets a chance to buzz, and the first of you with 3 correct answers and therefore 30 points will then open the game up for everybody. Okay? Fingers on the buzzers, please. Although she worked to improve hospitals and the treatment of the insane, in which area of reform was Elizabeth Fry?
Prison reform.
She was. You have 10 points, Enid. Emil Jannings and Janet Gaynor were the first actor and actress to do what in 1927? Rosemary?
Talk on the movies.
No, to win Academy Awards. What are collective nouns? It's a noun that describes a group of people or things, like a gaggle of geese or a pride of lions. Fingers still on the buzzers, please. What is the name of the tower at the eastern end of the Houses of Parliament? Enid?
St. Stephen's Tower.
No, the Clock Tower. It houses Big Ben. At the other end, it's the Victoria Tower. You've lost 1 life. For how many years is the standard British passport valid? Rosemary?
10.
It is. Which book of the Old Testament is named after its central character, renowned for his patience in enduring the... Rosemary?
Job.
Yes, you have 20 points, Rosemary. Princess Mary of Teck was married in St. James's Chapel, London, in 1893. Her husband later became King... Enid?
George V.
He did. Which is the longest foot race in Olympic athletics? David?
Marathon.
No, it is not. It's the 50-kilometre walk. Fingers still on the buzzers, please. Which Dickens novel opens with the words, Marley was dead? Rosemary?
Christmas Carol.
It does. You had 30 points, 3 correct answers. The choice is now yours. Would you like the question or would you like to nominate?
Can I have a question?
Yes. RAI, R-A-I, is the state television channel in which European country?
Don't know.
Italy. Its fingers back on the buzzers, please. What term, meaning baked earth in Italian, is applied...
Terracotta.
It is, Rosemary. Question or nominate, Rosemary?
I'll nominate Enid.
Enid. Which English poet died at Missolonghi in Greece in 1824?
Byron.
Question or nominate?
Question, please.
What was the Christian name of Lady Churchill, wife of Sir Winston?
Clementine.
Question or nominate?
Question, please.
Who was the Republican senator who led a notorious anti-communist witch hunt in the early 1950s in the USA?
McCarthy.
Question or nominate?
Nominate Rosemary.
Rosemary. Energy and power. What do the initials CEGB stand for exactly?
Central Electricity Generating Board.
Question or nominate, Rosemary?
I'll nominate David.
David. Which actress is the only person to win 4 Oscars for leading or starring roles, the last being in 1981 for On Golden Pond?
Catherine Hepburn?
Yes, Catherine Hepburn. Question or nominate, David?
I'll nominate Rosemary.
Rosemary. In Britain, which flag is referred to as the Red Duster?
St George's flag.
No, it's the Red Ensign, flown by the Merchant Navy, and you have to leave us. David, it's still with you. Would you like the question or would you like to nominate?
I'll take a question, please.
What name was given to the 1/10 of the produce of the land or income allotted to the church?
The tithe.
Question or nominate?
Question.
Whose novel, Fame is the Spur, is about the rise to power of a Labour politician?
I don't know.
Howard Spring. Fingers back on the buzzers, please. The telecom tower in London used to be called what? David?
GPO tower.
The post office tower. I will accept it, I think, yes. Question or nominate?
I'll nominate.
Enid, the successor of the Prince of the Apostles, is part of whose title?
The Pope.
Yes, question or nominate?
Nominate David, please.
David, which 3 initials stand for the nucleic acid that controls our hereditary characteristics?
DNA.
Question or nominate?
I'll nominate.
Enid, to which London terminus do trains on the Western region arrive?
Paddington.
Just on the dot. Oh. Question or nominate?
Nominate David, please.
David, in the Jewish faith, by what name is the Day of Atonement more usually known?
Bar mitzvah.
Yom Kippur. And you have to leave us. Thank you, David. You don't need the buzzer, Enid. The position is that you have 70 points, you have 2 lives, there are 16 questions left. Are you ready to carry on?
Yes.
Which celebrated ocean liner was retired in 1968 and sank after catching fire in Hong Kong in 1972?
The Queen Elizabeth.
Nicholas Breakspear was in the 12th century the only Englishman to become Pope. What was his papal name?
Adrian.
Yes, it was Adrian IV. The word Shavian relates to which writer?
George Bernard Shaw.
In a ship or aeroplane, what is the manifest?
It's the bill of cargo.
Yes, a list of all cargo or passengers. Octavius Caesar defeated which famous pair of lovers at the Battle of Actium in 31 BC?
Antony and Cleopatra.
Yes. Which TV variety show ran for 20 years between 1958 and 1978 and in 1961 won the first ever Golden Rose of Montreux?
No idea.
The black and white minstrel show. You've lost 1 life, you have 1 left. Cuzco, spelt C-U-Z-C-O, was the capital of which ancient South American empire?
The Incas.
It was. The Order of Chivalry, the Knights of St. John, ruled which Mediterranean island until ousted by Napoleon?
Malta.
39.3701 inches are equivalent to which metric measurement?
A metre.
Musophobia is the fear of which small creatures?
Mice.
Yes, just. Who was the leader of the Labour Party from December 1955 until his death in 1963?
Gaitskell.
What does the Latin phrase modus vivendi mean?
Way of life.
Yes, or a way of living or a way of life. And what does the musical term allegro mean?
Faster.
Quick, lively, merry, yes, in a brisk, lively manner, yes. Glasnost means openness, but which word, much used by Mr. Gorbachev, means liberal reform?
Perestroika.
It does. Which famous rock music festival was staged near Bethel in the state of New York in August 1969?
Woodstock.
The hardness of substances is assessed on a 10-point scale. What is, as the softest substance, number 1?
Talc.
It is. And there you are. Come forward, don't go away just yet. Your 220 points and your 1 life left makes it 230. You go to the top of the finals board. There you are. Number 1, Enid Crispin, 230. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Well, there you are. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. See you then. Bye.
My present duty to proclaim you the sole heiress of the Norman fortune. Joyce, you're in danger. Great danger.
The poor child's gone stark, staring mad. Don't big empty houses scare you?
Not me. I used to be in vaudeville. Even my goose pimples have goose pimples.
Bob Hope and Paulette Goddard star in The Cat and the Canary, Sunday at 10:10 on Channel 4.
Cats and Canaries in the cartoon alphabet next on 4, along with a hungry Hattie, a hammy ham and a horrible horde of ghastly grunters.
Women who get on with life, get on with essentials.
With Lemon Fresh Fairy, you've got all the sense of fairy, all the scent of lemon. Now your only dilemma is which fairy to choose. Rodney, when you said you'd take me out for a drink, this isn't quite what I expected.
Take the Pepsi challenge and let your taste decide.
Lurpak's taste is delicate, and here's why that is true. Lurpak's not a yellow butter, it's a lighter hue. If you ain't tried it, you better join the queue. Lighten up, go and spread some Lurpak taste.
If tartar built up on the teeth of a fork, you'd never allow it in your mouth. But you let tartar build up on your teeth. It's a breeding ground for bacteria, so your dentist has to scrape it away. But now, there's new Tartar Control Crest, clinically proven to be more effective at reducing tartar free.